Good morning to everyone. Today, today's video lesson is from first unit, that is small signal amplifiers. Okay, in that already we have discussed about the basics of small signal amplifier circuit and the working of small signal amplifier. Okay, today we are going to discuss about hybrid parameters, hybrid model of a transistor. Okay, the hybrid parameters of a transistor. So before discussing about hybrid parameters of a transistor, we should discuss about two-port network. What is two-port network? Two-port network is a network which is having two ports. One is input port and another one is output port. Okay, input port consists of two terminals which are input terminals. Output port consists of two terminals which are output terminals. Okay, here two-port representation of a transistor. Okay, here the figure A shows the two-port network. Of course, the transistor, as we know, it has three terminals named base, emitter, collector. So, in order to convert the three terminals into four, we need to take one terminal as common. So, already we might have discussed those are by taking any one of three terminals, base, emitter, collector, among these three, by taking one as common, those are called configurations. These configurations are divided into three: common base, common emitter, and common collector. In the common base configuration, base is taken as common to both input and output. Therefore, it is called as common base configuration. Whereas in common emitter, emitter terminal is taken as common. Therefore, it is called as common emitter configuration. In the last one, common collector. In the common collector configuration, collector is taken as common to both input and output. Therefore, common emitter configurations. So from all these three configurations, that is common base, common emitter and common collector, any one of the terminal is common. By taking one terminal as common, what is the advantage? That is, we can convert the transistor into four terminals. Now the transistor becomes a two-port network. So as just now I told, in the common base or common emitter and common collector, now three terminals becomes four terminals. So among these four, two terminals as taken as input terminals and another two terminals are taken as output terminals. Therefore now the transistor becomes two-port network. Okay. Here in the figure A, it shows 1, 2. The three terminal is taken as common. Okay, in the above block diagram, the three terminal is taken as common. So now 1 and 3 becomes input terminals and 2 and 3 becomes output terminals. So where input terminals, by applying input voltage V1 as input voltage, I1 current flows through, input terminals. Since the third terminal is taken as ground, is taken as common, which is connected to ground. Therefore, generally it considered as negative terminal, the other terminal becomes positive. Therefore, the current flows through this positive terminal, that is first terminal. And now at the output side, the second and third both are considered as output terminals. From these two, the third terminal is taken as common or ground. Therefore, the output should be measured across second and third. Obviously, from second the current flows, hence the measured voltage across 2 and 3 is called as output voltage. Now V2 is the output voltage, I2 is the output current. So like this. Let us go back. The H parameters of a transistor. The two-port representation of a transistor. A transistor is a three-terminal device. As we know, the three terminals are base, emitter, collector. If one of the terminals is common between the input and output, there are two ports, pairs of terminals as shown in figure just now shown. So if any one of the terminals is common between input and output in a two-port network, it becomes two-port device. Now in two-port device, the required number of four terminals are made by taking one of the terminal is common. So just now is shown in the block diagram. In the next slide, the figure A, the above figure, the figure A, the signal to be amplified. Since it is a two-port network, the network may be an amplifier circuit. The signal to be amplified is fed into a pair of terminals called the input terminals or input port. The signal to be amplified is fed into a pair of terminals called the input terminals or input port. Input port. The amplified signal is taken from another pair of terminals called the output terminals or output port. The performance of the amplifier can be analytically studied by considering the transistor in any of its three configurations as a block box as shown in figure A. So here you have to understand properly. The performance of the amplifier can be analytically studied by considering the transistor in any of its three configurations as a block box as shown in figure A. So now this block, this is considered as a black box. Here these two terminals are considered as input terminals and these two terminals are considered as output terminals. So in between these two there is a block. This is called a two-port network. This it consists of some network. Inside the transistor may have the transistor may be connected with some network, maybe transistor, resistors, capacitors or anything else. Therefore, this is called a network. So this network is considered as a block box. The box consists inside some network. Hence, it is a network. This network consists of two ports. One port is input port and another port is output port. This is input port, this is output port. Through input port, we need to apply the input. Through output port, we can measure the output. So, whatever the input you are applying here, that is called input voltage. By applying input voltage, it is taken as V1. By applying V1, I1 current flows through input terminals. And this input current may be amplified, depends on the amplifier circuit or the black box inside the network. So based on this network, an amplified version of the input signal may be flows through the output terminals, which is I2. So by measuring this I2, we need to connect a resistor here. That is called load. Across load, we can measure the output. Okay, now the figure B shows the transistor as a two-port network. Is the below figure. The pair of terminals at the left represent the pair of terminals at the left represent the input terminals, while the pair of terminals at the right represent output terminals. For each pair of terminals, there are two variables, current and voltage. Here, here I1 input current, I2 output current. V1 input voltage, V2 output voltage. So these you have to keep in mind during the entire discussion, that is in two-port network or H parameters. Now we can define the H parameters as like this. Definition of H parameters. For a two-port network, the four variables are related in terms of H parameters as V1 is equal to, that is input voltage. V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. Next, output current I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. Here V1 and I2 are dependent variables. What is V1? V1 is the input voltage which is applied, where I2 is the output current which is measured across the output terminals. Okay, so this V1, I2 are called dependent variables. These dependent variables depends on two variables, I1 and V2. Both V1 and I2 depends on I1 and V2. Here these are related with weights. Okay, here V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. Here H11 H12 in the first equation. H11 H12 are weights. These are weights. Weight to this I1, weight to this V2. In similar way, I2 is depends on I1 and V2, the variables I1 and V2. For I1 and V2, H21 and H22 are the weights. Okay, now we can say V1 and I2 are dependent variables, whereas I1 and V2 are independent variables. Because this I1 and V2 are not depending on any other variables or any other. These are independent. Therefore, these two equations are very important throughout the entire discussion, H parameters discussion. These we need to remember. Okay. So V1 is equal to H11 I1 plus H12 V2. This is first equation. Input voltage equation. Next output current equation I2. I2 is equal to H12 I1 plus H22 V2. This is second equation. Here the parameters H11, H12, H21 and H22 are called H parameters. The letter H stands for hybrid. Okay. The parameters H11, H12, H21, H22. These four parameters are called H parameters, where H stands for hybrid. These parameters can be defined from the above equations. Okay, now let us define these four parameters. The case 1, with output port short circuited. Okay, from the two port network, if output port is short circuited, then V2 becomes 0, output voltage is 0. When the output voltage is 0, from the two equations, from the two equations, the second term becomes 0 because V2 is 0. Therefore, from the first equation, V1 is equal to H11 I1. From this, H11 is equal to V1 by I1. So now, this V1, the ratio of V1 I1, both are input variables. Therefore, the input voltage, the ratio of input voltage to the input current becomes input resistance or simply input impedance when when the output port is short circuited. Okay, this is input impedance. Now H11, now we can written as HI. I stands for input. So input impedance. H is for impedance because this is the ratio of voltage to the current which is at input side V1 by I1. Now this H11 is called as HI, where HI is the input impedance. Next, from the second equation, in the second equation also, second term, that is V2. V2 terms become 0 because short circuit output is short circuited. Now the second equation, I2 is equal to H21 H21 I1. Therefore, now H21 can be defined as I2 by I1. So I2 is the output current, I1 is the input current. The ratio of two currents, output to the input, is called current gain. Now it can be H21 can be now written as HF, where F is the forward current gain. So here forward means output to input. This is correct. Therefore, forward current gain with output short circuited HF. So now we are defined two H parameters H11, H21 as like this. The H11, H21 are defined when output is short circuited, that is V2 is equal to 0. Next case 2, the second case, with input port is open circuited. When open circuited, no current flows. When the circuit is closed, only current flows. Otherwise, current becomes 0. Therefore, with input port is open, now I1 becomes 0. So, by substituting I1 is equal to 0 in two equations, then the first term in the two equations becomes 0. Now, first equation V1 is equal to H11 I1. This becomes 0. H12 V2. From this, H12 can be defined as V1 by V2. Okay, V1 by V2 when I1 is equal to 0 means input is open circuit. Now H12 is now defined as V1 by V2. Both are voltages, but here this is not output voltage by input voltage. If it is output voltage by input voltage, then this is voltage gain. Now it is reverse, therefore reverse voltage gain. Of course voltage gain, but this is reverse 1 by voltage gain. So therefore reverse voltage gain with input port is open circuited. Now H12 can be written as HR, reverse voltage gain. Next, from the second equation, H22 can be defined as I2 by V2. So generally current by voltage becomes admittance or 1 by R, 1 by resistance, reciprocal of the resistance, or simply it can be called as admittance. So I2 by V2 both are output parameters I2 V2. Therefore output admittance with input port open circuit. Now H22 can be written as HO. Here note, it may be seen that two of the parameters H1 to H21 are the ratio of similar quantities and have no units. As we know, H1 to H21 are similar ratio of similar parameters. H21 is I's, the ratio of I currents. H12 are the ratio of voltages. Therefore, for current, the units may be amperes. For voltage, the units may be volts. Therefore, the ratio of currents, that is amperes, gets cancelled. Therefore, there is no units for current. Similarly, for voltages, the ratio of two voltages, that the units for voltages are volts. Both the units are gets cancelled. There will not be any units. Therefore, for H21, H12, there is no units. The other two, H11, H22, have dimensions of impedance and admittance respectively. Hybrid means mixed. Hybrid means mixed. So the four parameters H12 is input impedance, H21 is forward current gain, H12 is reverse voltage gain, H22 is output admittance. So all these four parameters are different, mixed. Therefore, it is called mixed parameters or simply hybrid parameters. Since these parameters have mixed dimensions and hence they are called as hybrid parameters or H parameters. This is very important. Why these parameters are called hybrid parameters? because of all the four parameters are mixed dimensions. There is no fixed units or dimensions. Therefore, these are called hybrid parameters or H parameters. H parameter representation of an amplifier. This is very important. Okay, now this two-port network now taken as a transistor amplifier circuit. That may be any kind, common base, common emitter and common collector. So in this, the block box consists of a transistor amplifier for which input voltage is V1, output voltage is V2 or VG. Here VI, VO. Input current is II, output current is IO. Now the H parameters equations now become as VI, IO, V1, I2, now VI, IO. VI is equal to H11 II plus H12 VO. Similarly, IO is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2, V0. The definition of H parameters. The H parameters in the above equation are defined as H11 is equal to Vi by Ii, where V out is equal to 0. The input resistance with output short circuited, that is in ohms. So the units for H11 is ohms because it is input impedance HI. H12 Vi by Vo. This is H12. Fraction of output voltage at input with input is open circuited. This parameter is ratio of similar quantities, hence unitless. Here H12 is defined Vi by Vo. This is reverse voltage gain. So HR, when this is defined, input is open circuited. H21 is the ratio of IO by II when VO is 0. When the VO becomes 0, when the output is short circuited. So this is forward current gain HF. Next last one H22. This is IO by VO. So this is ratio of output variables, output current, output voltage. So this is admittance. Current by voltage is admittance. So this is output admittance with input is open circuited. This is HO. When the output short circuited, H11, H21. It is HI, HF. HI is input resistance, HF is short circuit current gain. Next, with input open circuited H12, H22, HR, HO. HR is reverse voltage transfer ratio or reverse voltage gain. HO is output admittance. So now these four parameters are similar to all the three transistor amplifier configurations, that is common base, common emitter, common collector. So where if you use common base, here HIB, HFB, HRB, HOB will come. Where if it is common emitter, HIE, HFE, HRE, HOE will come. If it is common collector, HIC, HFC, HRC, HOC will come. So these four parameters can be different for different representation is different for different configurations. Common for common base, B suffix will come for common emitter, E suffix will come for common collector, C suffix will come. Okay, here a simplified transistor configurations and their H models are given. First one is common emitter. For common emitter, this is the simplified H parameter model. Again, we will discuss the input voltage VB is equal to HIE-IB plus HRE-VC. Output current IC is equal to HFE-IB plus HOE-VC. Similarly, for common collector, VB is equal to HIC-IB plus HRC-VE. Output current IE is equal to HFC-IB plus HOC-VE. Next, for common base, VE is equal to VC is equal to HIBIE plus HRBVC. IC is equal to HIBIE plus HOBVC. Okay, like this. Now the first one, hybrid model for CB configuration, common base configuration. Hybrid model. Let us see the hybrid model. Okay, this is common base. The common base configuration base is become grounded and the base emitter, this is emitter terminal. So the emitter and base is now input terminals. Collector and base is acts as output terminals. So across input terminals, input voltage is applied, which is taken as VE. By applying VE as the input voltage, IA current flows. Next, across output terminals, we have to measure the output voltage. So the output voltage is measured across a load which is connected across the output terminals. So the amount of current flows through the load, that is becomes the output current. Output current into resistance becomes the output voltage. Here nothing is there. As just we discussed, at the input side we have two parameters. One is input impedance and just wait, reverse voltage gain. Okay. Input impedance and reverse voltage gain. Whereas at the output side, forward current gain and output admittance. So these two are now the input side. The two parameters have calculated or defined. The two hybrid parameters are defined the input of the transistor, whereas at the output of the transistor, two more hybrid parameters are defined. So at the input side, input impedance Hi and reverse voltage gain. So this reverse voltage gain is now replaced with a voltage source. Okay, now here no components are connected to this two-port network. Okay, at the input side only VI input voltage is applying, that is VE. By applying this input voltage, IE current is flowing. Okay, is it clear? In similar way, in similar way, by applying this much of voltage, the input current is flowing, IE current is flowing. Okay, the IE is flowing through the input terminal, that is emitter. By applying this as the input current, so an amount of current flows through the output terminal, that is collector. So this may be amplified version because the transistor is an amplifier. Therefore, the IC flows through the output terminal. Now this becomes the output current. So the measured output voltage is VC. This is output voltage. So these two are the output parameters. These two are the input parameters. As already we have discussed about the hybrid parameters, which are having four: H11, H12, H21, H22. Now for common base, as we have two equations, V1 and I2. V1 is the input voltage and I2 is the output current. So input voltage is now the equation from the equation H11 I1 plus H12 V2 as the first equations, basic equations for hybrid model. I2 is equal to H21 I1 plus H22 V2. With the help of these equations, the equivalent circuit of the transistor in common base mode can be drawn as shown in figure in the next slide just now I shown, considering the first equation of the two from the first equation. So first equation is equal to V1. This is a voltage equation which satisfies the Kirchhoff voltage law around the loop. So the input of the transistor is a loop of the input resistance HIB, that is input impedance, and the dependent voltage source HRB VEB in series. Okay, later I will show. So here this is a KVL equation. So the KVL equation consists of V input VI first equation is equal to HIB plus series, plus means series. This is voltage source with reverse voltage gain HRB VEB, that is input voltage. Okay, sorry, VCB is output voltage. HRB VCB. Okay, now VE is equal to HIE plus HIE plus HRB VCB, that is output voltage. Okay, the first equation. VEB or VE, simply VE is equal to HIB IE plus HRB VCB. HIB IE. So IE is flowing through this resistance. Now this total voltage plus this voltage is equal to this voltage. VEB or VE is equal to HIB IE plus HRB VCB, where VCB is the output voltage which is measured across the output terminals. Okay, this is about the first equation. Okay, the first equation is a KVL equation which consists of three voltages. The input voltage is the combination of other two voltages. The voltage drop across this resistance plus this voltage. So this voltage drop is HI, HIB IE plus this is HRB VCB output voltage. So this is a voltage source. Okay, similar way, the second equation. The second equation is output current IC is equal to, this is current means these two must be currents. So this is a KCL equation, Kirchhoff current law. Now the second equation, which is a current equation, it will satisfy the KCL, that is Kirchhoff current law, at the output node. So the output circuit is a parallel combination of an admittance HOB in shunt with a dependent current source HFB IE. So the H parameter model for a transistor in common base configuration is as shown in figure. Okay, I will show you. Now the second equation is a current equation IC. IC is equal to the sum of two currents. So those currents are HOB, that is output admittance, plus a current source HFB IE, the input current. Okay, these two are summation. In summation, when the currents are in sum, these two must be in parallel. Whereas in voltage, if the voltage is summation, must be series. In currents, if two quantities are in sum, then this is these two must be in shunt or parallel connection. So the input equation is a is satisfies the Kirchhoff voltage law, whereas the second equation is a current equation, that is output current equation. Therefore, it satisfies the Kirchhoff current law (KCL). Okay, the input voltage VE is equal to the sum of two voltages, that is HIB input impedance with input current IE plus HRB VCB, where HRB is the reverse voltage gain with output voltage VCB. This is a dependent voltage source. Next, for the second equation IC, HOB plus HFB IE, HOB VCB plus HFB IE. These two are two currents, and these two currents must be in parallel because these two are in summation in that equation, second equation. So now the transistor is replaced with these four quantities. These four quantities. In these four quantities, the two are resistances or impedances, and the remaining two are one is voltage source and another one is current source. Okay, these four quantities are replaced with a transistor. So the transistor is replaced with these four quantities. These four quantities are measured by using the hybrid model. Therefore, it is an equivalent hybrid model for common base configuration or common base transistor amplifier circuit. Okay, let us stop here. Let us summarize today's video lesson. That is, the today's video's lesson we have discussed about the definition of transistor amplifier and the definition for hybrid parameters. Okay, and those are four: H11, H12, H21, H22. These were defined. Okay, and these are developed by two equations: uh, input voltage and output current. By taking two equations, input voltage and output current are the dependent variables, and the remaining two, uh, input current and output voltage, these two are the independent variables. Okay, these four variables are obtained from two-port network. Transistor now is taken as two-port network. From the two-port network, we have defined four hybrid parameters. Those are H11, H12, H21, H22. These four are defined as H11 is input impedance and H21 is forward current gain, H21 is H12 is reverse voltage gain, and H21 is forward current gain, H22 is output admittance. Okay, by using these H parameters, we have developed a hybrid model for common base transistor amplifier circuit. So the common base hybrid model consists of four hybrid model equivalent values. Those are HIB input impedance, HRB VCB, that is dependent voltage source, HFB IE, this is current source, HOB, this is output admittance. Okay, let us stop here. Thank you for listening my video lesson. If you have any queries, mail me at naar37@gmail.com, nar37@gmail.com.